is now out. Joe Guan Yu is
these guys that are normally at the bottom of the pack are pulling out the stops
into the
here.
top 8.
What is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the qualifying highlights from the 2022 Japanese Grand Prix. Now, I don't know much about the Japanese Grand Prix. We've had a break lately because I've been absolutely sick. But we're trying to get back into the video slowly but surely. We're gonna take a look at the qualifying highlights. We'll be unable, I'll tell you guys right now, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to wake up for the Japanese Grand Prix race, but we could end up doing it the same way we did it with the live stream from Singapore, maybe minus the buffering. We will figure that out to try and avoid the buffering from that live stream, or maybe we'll do something different. Who knows? Maybe we'll just stick to the highlights. Who knows? But anyway, we're gonna take a look at the qualifying highlights from the Japanese Grand Prix. You guys gotta let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below, and let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video on the Formula 1 channel, which is why this is blurred. Nonetheless, we're gonna set the qualifying Japanese Grand Prix. I watched a little bit of the practice sessions. One of the Red Bulls are gonna get I'm gonna say Checo. Nah, I'll take that back. Max Verstappen. I said Max Verstappen P1. I said Checo P2, and let's go George Russell P3 for qualifying. I'm gonna say a shutout for Ferrari. They don't get any. No, one of the Ferraris gonna get there. Leclerc P3, Checo P2, Verstappen P1. That's for qualifying. That's my thought process. But yeah, let's get into the video. Sorry, I know I already said this. You can find the original video down in the description below. Okay. We do this every time. I gotta stop. Well, I'm gonna fix it before it messes up itself. Restart the whole video. Whoops. Okay. The two Williams, of course. Vettel, sadly. Lance Stroll, it's not, unheard of. Zhou, he had a really good qualifying session in Singapore. It's a little surprising to see him here. Verstappen already top in Q1.
Is this going to be
shocking.
good enough?
Fernando
So
Alonso.
he's a 10th up on Nicholas Latifi through that middle sector. Latifi, one of his
going
rivals,
crazy.
He's 4/10 up on his teammate Lance Stroll. Lando Norris has just gone quickest overall through the first part of the lap. Sebastian Vettel crosses the line and goes into the top 10. So he's pulled out some pace, and he's keeping his fingers crossed that those below him can't do something similar. Lance Stroll only 14th fastest. Checkered flag is now out. Joe Guan Yu is.
These guys that are normally at the bottom of the pack are pulling out the stops
into the top 8. Very good lap on his first appearance here, of course, at Suzuka. Lance Stroll goes into the bottom 5 as Mick Schumacher goes 11th fastest, gets his hands out of the bottom 5. Lando Norris, as I said, did brilliantly in the first sector. 8th fastest for him. Gasly pushed down into the bottom 5 as his teammate Yuki Tsunoda goes 12th fastest. So Vettel now at risk, having completed his final flying lap. Esteban Ocon goes into the top 6 in his Alpine. Sebastian Vettel might just survive and get himself through into Q2. Alex Albon, who had a lap time deleted.
I feel bad because Albon honestly has gone through a very tumultuous season. I feel like he's actually had a nightmare of a time with the appendectomy surgery, and I think he also had COVID for a couple of races. So obviously, Alex Albon, my kindest regards. I'm not laughing at you for your talent or your ability. It's more so the predictability.
Which was a 1:31.5. That wouldn't have been good enough, but neither was that lap either.
But okay. Oh, Pierre Gasly. Also, this Japanese track is gorgeous. Just that left tire.
So there, first part of qualifying is over. Latifi gets a 5-place grid penalty.
Pierre Gasly, didn't he just sign with Alpine? Was it Alpine? Yeah, he just signed with Alpine, and that's not a good
he's
sign.
The slowest driver, starts last. Lance Stroll is on that back row
Stroll
with him.
out
Kevin
too.
Magnussen out qualified for the 5th time this season by Mick Schumacher. Gasly and Albon also out. Through the chicane.
Q2. All right. Every single time, we're going to stop just so I can see. So, Lando, Vettel, which Lando was running it rough, Mick, Yuki Tsunoda, and Zhou. At least both the Alfa Romeos made it to Q2, and both the Haas as well. Oh no, yeah, both the. Oh no, K-Mag went out. Oh, also it's the exact same top in Q2 as it was in Q1. Verstappen, Sainz, Leclerc. What is Checo doing? What is Checo up to?
We go with Sebastian Vettel,
Got a
currently
couple purple
12
sectors,
fastest,
so maybe he'll set a good time
wanting
here.
to preserve his 100% record of coming to Suzuka
Sector
and being
3
in
in
Q3
Japan
and in
must
the
be
top
like a
10. He's done
hassle for
just
people.
that. Fifth fastest so far for Sebastian
Esteban
Vettel.
Ocon
goes second fastest.
P2.
Decent lap from Esteban Ocon. Sergio
Checo, there we
Perez,
go.
quickest
There we
overall
go,
and into the
Checo. I knew it
129s.
was
First
coming.
man into the 129s this weekend. Next to cross the line will be Valtteri Bottas. He is out of qualifying by the merest of margins. His teammate Joe Guan Yu is also out of qualifying.
Where's Lando?
And that's Bottas sealing
Where's
the
Lando?
Alfa Romeo head-to-head
Get
in
out of there,
qualifying
Lando.
this season. Next across the line, Mick Schumacher will
stay.
stay in that bottom 5. What though of Yuki Tsunoda? He
Yuki
moves
went
up,
up.
but only
Where's
12
Lando?
fastest. George Russell is a driver on the cusp here as Lando Norris goes 5th fastest. That pushes Russell into
Lewis
the
up to
bottom 5.
P4, so
Lewis
Lewis is
Hamilton
safe.
goes
Oh
4th
my God, George
fastest
Russell.
overall, and we now
Oh
look
my
to
God,
see
George Russell.
Fernando Alonso will be next across the
Oh,
line.
Fernando
Goes
Alonso.
second
George Russell's
fastest
out
where
for
his
now.
teammate was a few moments ago. So
Knock
it's all
Daniel
eyes
Ricciardo
now
out.
on George Russell to see if he can get out of Q2 and
Oh,
not have 2
push it.
Q2 exits in successive weeks. It hasn't happened for
There it
him.
is.
He
Daniel
goes
Ricciardo out
7th
of Q2
fastest.
again. Or in Q2 again, sorry. Unlucky Yuki.
Mick Schumacher, Joe Guan Yu, Yuki Tsunoda, Valtteri.
I mean, you kind of saw that Daniel Ricciardo by 0.003 of a second. So unlucky. So unlucky. Like, the fact that Vettel beat him. Also, Vettel to Q3 again in that Aston Martin. That's gotta... Man, Stroll's out in Q1. Listen, Vettel, don't go. Vettel, don't go, please. If this isn't like proof that you need to stay, I don't know what else is. Like, the fact he keeps getting, I don't know how many times it's been that he's gotten that Aston Martin into Q3. I think it's 3 or 4 times now. I just want him to stay so bad.
Bottas and
The
Daniel
ability
Ricciardo,
is still
the
there.
5
The
that we've
proof that
lost.
the ability
Perez
is still
ended
there.
up with the fastest time in Q2.
Honestly, if he switched to a car like Alpha, I bet you he'd do even better.
Flat through 130, easy, and then breaking
Esteban
for the
Ocon
last chicane.
laying on the gauntlet.
How's he done? Oh, you can see the under rotation on the front right.
Hey, my predictions, I still think it'll be, I think it'll be Verstappen, Checo, and George Russell.
So
George Russell
Leclerc
barely
to
made
the
it out
line
of
then,
either the qualifying sessions, so
129.5, and he's gone significantly
George Russell
quicker
might not
than he
be a
did
good
in
call.
Q2, nearly a second faster. Next across the line, Sergio Perez behind him by about 4/10. Carlos Sainz makes it the Ferrari 1 and 2, 2/10 between them. Norris on his outlap had a few adventures behind Max Verstappen,
Yep,
had to
there's
go onto
Verstappen.
the grass. That didn't help him.
Q3 is his.
Verstappen goes
It's
on
gonna
to
be
provisional
the
pole
pole position's
by
gonna be
nearly
his.
2
Yeah,
over
Lewis
2
Hamilton's
tenths
just
of a
putting in
second.
time right behind
Hamilton
them.
goes 5th fastest. His teammate George Russell,
George Russell ahead of him.
10.7 in the qualifying head-to-head, just goes ahead then of Lewis. It's Hamilton 10, Russell 7.
Fernando Alonso ahead of
of Mercedes
them.
this year. Alonso goes 5th fastest.
This is proof that that Alpine is on level terms with the Mercedes, I think. I really do think it's on level terms with the Mercedes. I don't know what their engine issues are because Ocon and Fernando Alonso went out in Singapore. I hope they fixed them. I don't know if there's any grid issues or like grid penalties that will happen with this race. But Fernando Alonso, I'm going to be kind of shocked to see him in the Aston Martin next year. I'm wondering if he's going to be just like Vettel and just try to get it to
Going through
Q3s.
130R, and then suddenly Verstappen, whoa! The FIA stewards will investigate the 130R
What was
incident
Verstappen
between
doing?
Lando Norris and Max Verstappen.
What are you
after
doing?
the qualifying session.
It's unbelievable.
This is the one thing I hate about Max Verstappen is he will not take blame for things that he messes up on. That's one of those things. Max Verstappen, he's 100% of the wrong there. I just don't think he saw Lando Norris coming. That just wasn't communicated to him. It's 100% his fault. That's his fault. I wonder if that'll be a time penalty or a penalty in some
slower
way.
in the first sector than he was earlier on. So great lap by Charles. He's pulling it out, as we know Charles can in qualifying.
He needs to improve by 2.5 tenths at least, and he hasn't
Leclerc, you
done
get one
it.
more shot
by
at it. That sector 3 is
of a
killing him.
second, Charles Leclerc is denied a pole position. He's on the front row currently. Esteban Ocon goes 5th fastest in his Alpine. Can Sergio Perez get onto the front row?
Checo
No,
can't beat
4/10
that time
down.
either.
He stays on row 2.
Sainz can't beat that time
who's trying to improve but hasn't managed it. Only
Lewis
5 100ths of a second between first and third, and Verstappen has picked up time during that middle sector. Fernando Alonso, 6th fastest currently, ahead of Sebastian Vettel, whose qualifying has finished. Russell and Hamilton both improving on the new soft tyres that they're using on their final runs. As Verstappen crosses the line, doesn't improve his time, but it's good enough anyway for pole position. Hamilton, 6th fastest
gonna get
as he makes his way to the line. His teammate George Russell, only 8th fastest in the Mercedes.
Holy hell, yeah, he got
it. In the Red Bull garage for Max Verstappen.
That's unbelievable.
He's done his business on the track.
And I was
He's going to have to go and do some business
Ferraris
now in the steward's room. That incident involving himself and Lando Norris
no grid
will be
penalties, I'm hoping,
shortly.
for running Lando off on that one.
It's the first time he's been on the front row. It's the
Lando P10. Oh my goodness, McLaren are in the mud. But they did really good last race, so I mean, at least they got good points. Vettel P9, George Russell. The Mercedes just must not work at this track. It really must not, because it was not looking good anyway, but my goodness. Ferrari 2-3, Red Bull 1-4. Red Bull's going to watch. Checo's going to get right in front of Carlos Sainz on the first turn. It's going to be Red Bull, Ferrari, and Red Bull's going to do the tactics better. Red Bull are going to end up like 1-2, or Verstappen's going to win, and then Leclerc's going to barely beat Checo. It's going to be that type of deal. I can see it coming from a mile away. It's super predictable at this rate. I think Max Verstappen will win the world title here in Japan. So let me know what you guys think though down in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys for another qualifying video. Peace.